Just got done with a run and felt really good. Happy I did it today. And I wanted to talk about how to love difficult people. People that you don't agree with, people that hate you, people that might put you down or possibly, don't have your best interest in mind. And I think it's really simple, actually. But to get there sometimes takes a lot of trial and error. At least it has in my experience. There's a little saying in AA that in 12-step groups that people do things for them. They're not doing things to you or at you. And I think that's the simplicity of it when you really break it down, is that a lot of times people have their own best interests in mind. They're not thinking about you. They're not thinking about necessarily the ramifications of the things that they're doing or saying. And if they are, they think that it's going to advance them in some way, shape, or form, or that it's the best possible thing that they could do at that moment. And that's really the key for me, is to see that people do things for themselves. They're not doing things to me. And it's not like I'm in a situation where this is always happening in my life, but I did have something recently come up seemingly out of nowhere where, my name was getting dragged through the mud a little bit, and someone was very difficult to work with. And no matter what I did or said, I couldn't change this other person. And so I tried to do what I could, and I sort of fell on my face. And then what I found after sort of felt like I was embarrassed or put on blast or whatever, however you would say, where this person was talking poorly about me in front of a group of people, I realized that this had something to do with this person, and it really had nothing to do with me. And that's the simplicity of it, is that when you look at human behavior and why people do the things that they do, most of the time they're doing it for themselves, even if it is altruistic or it's helpful in some way. People do things because they think it is, the best decision at that moment. And so I'm not saying this to I guess, personal accountability is very important. So if there's something that we do in our lives that puts us in a position where, we need to apologize, or we're at wrong, or we're at fault, then it's very important to clean up our side of the street. But sometimes other people, they have their own issues. And so I had this experience and was really upset about it the first day, and I got physically sick as a result. My stomach was in knots, and I was going to sleep at night and was having hateful thoughts what I would do, what I should have said, all those things. And the next day, I don't know what it was that brought it about, but I realized that I needed to pray for this person, which I had been doing, but to truly pray for them, wish them well, and, to forgive them and to love them and to let it go. And sometimes that's easy and sometimes it's hard. Well, it took me a little while to get there, but happy to say that I was able to do it. And it was a really good lesson for me that even if someone is against me, seemingly, even if they are saying bad things, even if they're, questioning my integrity or whatever it might be, that I can still be kind and loving. Doesn't mean I have to, be a people pleaser. But what it means is that I don't have to let them take up real estate in my head. And I think that's the huge thing here, is that, you know, when we're resentful, we're holding on to it. You know, and there's another adage that says something along the lines of, you have a hot stone with the intention of throwing it at someone else, you're the one who gets burned. It's along those lines. So the more that I love and forgive, the easier it is for me to forgive and to love. And hold on, this water bottle, I need to put it down. There we go. The more you love, the more you can love. And love is a big thing. And I think what's cool is that we all have within us the capacity to do that. We have the capacity to forgive and to love and to be kind, even towards our enemies. And so that's what I would challenge you all 23 people who watched my last video, to do, is to be kind and loving towards your enemies, perceived or otherwise. How can you potentially see the good in this person? See the innocence, maybe see the God in this person? How can you forgive them? I don't think it's as hard as we make it out to be, but I think that it can be very, very complicated, and we can make it more complicated than it is, but it's really very simple.